So, alright. So, here's the deal. My life is changing. My life is changing because God is pushing me into a different direction. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I started today in my room not knowing what I was going to do. I was like, hey, I've been doing this agency for the past 7-10 days, right? I've done about 375 cold calls, I believe, right? And within that cold call for my agency, I found myself feel like I'm begging people to come in and yo, I can show you what I can do for you. And the reason why that whole agency started was so I can actually fund my creativity, so I can fund Fuck These Brands. And here's the reality about Fuck These Brands. Fuck These Brands has a fulfillment money allocation bottleneck. What have I been doing to master that? Well, there was a point in time, if you looked at all my old videos, but I've talked about it. I crunched the numbers to the T where I can get to a point where I'm like, well, I can be so consistent with the drops, with the products, with the imagery, with the branding, with getting my brand out there. I have that, right? I have in my notes, I have it written down. I remember talking to my brother, and he was like, well, if you're not gonna work, you gotta figure out ways to make money. And that's where the whole agency, I'm like, well, I have the skill, I do advertising, it's easy, like the knowledge is there. I practice it on my own brand, I've seen results. I've practiced it on a different brand, I've seen results. So that was a big thing for me. But now I'm like, it's not lucrative. Like, I don't want to be fucking cold calling people every single day, just trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to be the salesperson. I'm like, bro, I want to be in the field. And I realized, damn, I gotta be in the field. I don't want to apply to a job and be like, yeah, I want to be a salesperson. I don't want to work a job ever again. Realistically, I don't. If I'm gonna go work for myself, I'm gonna work for myself. I'm gonna take myself out of this whole thing. And I realized, I had calculated all my debt, and outside of all my debt right now, I'm like negative 36,000, right? And the reason I'm putting this out there is because all that's about to be wiped by what I'm about to do and by God's provision. And I'm gonna do a whole series about this and how my progress is and what I'm doing. And this is kind of me just filling you guys in on how I'm gonna take this to funnel back into okay, my whole thing is this new opportunity that I'm venturing in is so lucrative. It's demanding, but it doesn't have to be, right? And knowing that I'm a hands-on type of person, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lock in. And it's interesting because I was like, damn, I just brought on 2 clients. One client, is wishy-washy, but the other client is also wishy-washy. But my desire to help is still there. I also look at them like, damn, I can't believe I got 2 clients and now I'm backpedaling. And I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have put them on. I did the whole thing, and I realized that was a whole thing, right? Trying to talk to people, having conversations, I'm like, bro, I can be a beast at what I'm doing, but for myself. And the reason I'm saying this is because I want to go out and show people you know what, people will tell you no until you bet on yourself. And I think this is where I'm betting on myself, because I'm if I bet on myself, it's the same thing, it's the same risk that I took when I started Fuck These Brands. When I started Fuck These Brands, bro, nobody knew what I was doing. Nobody cared. My friends didn't care. Some of my family members was like, what are you doing? I don't get what you're doing. They were still supportive, but it was just I don't know what you're doing. It's you're screen printing on your pants. What are you doing? You're selling this. It's blase, blase, blase. Your closest friends don't buy your product. Blase, blase, blase. Hey, you're not good enough. Blase, blase, blase. This new business model I'm about to go into is just so funny, because it's I prayed about it. I'm like, bro, God, like, like, I low-key have, like, you've given me the skills for my brand and for fuck these brands. Like, I'm about to go out here and do so much work for other people when I realize I could just do the same thing. If they're making X amount of money already, I might as well just go out and do it. Like, maybe go out and do the thing, and put myself out there and showcase that it's possible. And deliberately showcasing it on here, right? This is my story. This is how I become a multi-millionaire. This is how I show people where it's like those moments where you feel afraid, those moments where you hear God's voice and he's telling you to go down a different direction. You got to be obedient to that. And for me, I'm like, I don't want to push back anymore, bro. I'm tired of pushing back on what God is telling me to do. I'm tired of saying I need human validation for me to go. I need permission to go. And I'm like, so many times I'm pushing back. Like, fuck these brands was a pushback on saying, like, you guys told me that I wasn't gonna be able to do this. Look how it's easy, bro. It's that easy to make it happen, bro. If you believe in yourself, if you double down on what you believe and you really care, then you can achieve anything that you want. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, why don't I have that same passion for this another venture that I'm doing, right? And that was the conversation I was talking with God. It's just like, why don't I believe in myself? Why do I need human validation? Why do I need permission? It's like the permission was given when God dropped the idea in my head. That's how much a bar of God is, bro. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, now it's like, it's determined. It's the factor of saying, yo, I'm not stopping until I achieve this. I'm not stopping until it's reoccurring. I'm not stopping until I show people like, yo, I can really freaking move mountains. I can move mountains. Stop playing with me. I can move mountains. And that's the beautiful thing about it, being able to come in and show my results and being super meticulous with my details. And I'm super oriented about all these different things. And I guess I'm just saying, like, bro, I'm trying to get myself out of debt, bro. And I'm trying to funnel fuck these brands because I know how creative I am. And nobody can take away my creativity, and nobody's gonna take away my creativity. So, and it's God given, it's an idea from Him. So, but with all things said and done, I know moving forward, listening to God and being obedient to what He's trying to say and bring you into a new thing is so much more important than lying to yourself, than saying that you're not able to. Like, it is it's such an importance. Like, I hear God's voice every day and I would choose not to listen to him. When I was dealing in the hardships in my life, I would choose not to listen to him. Those moments where I felt like I was in a dark room, my thoughts, lust was filled in my heart, and I would choose to actively not listen to him, even though I would call out to him and say, God, I need to hear your voice. And now I'm hearing God's voice, and he's telling me, hey, it sucks. I took a whole month. I took the last 2 months preparing, and I just felt like I didn't belong. I didn't feel like this system was the mold for me, because I'm such a human person. I'm such a person that connects, and rolling off the same script, yes, can be super robotic through the telephone. It's just like, no, what I want is, I want human connection, and I want to connect with people. And that's why it's so good doing like with Fuck These Brands and texting people and conversating. And I just, oh my gosh, like I think about this too. And before I leave, I want to say this. I'm in a group, and I would call it like a mastermind group that I go to. And one of the people that I spoke to that had joined the other night, he's like Ashton Hall's videographer, and I remember talking to him, and he was just like, what's more important? And I started talking about Fuck These Brands. It's like, Fuck These Brands is my number one. I feel like there's no way that I always felt this when I was in college. I always felt this when we went viral multiple times. It's like when we was in Paris, like we're not even at our peak. Like the accessibility, the creativity is not even at our peak. Like where I really went is like, yes, it's cool to see all these people. I still yearn for that, bro. I still yearn for that. And all these things for me, it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I want money, bro. I want to live a life where I can do the thing that I desire and feel like I can make clothes without getting paid. You know, like that's easy for me. I can give knowledge without getting paid, and I yearn for that knowledge too when I talk to other people. So for me, it's like that's the big thing. You know, that's the big thing that I'm like really putting my heart into. But yeah, man. Yeah.